Okay, we're recording. Let's do a recap of last session. Oh, actually, before. So, let's do a recap. I will talk about, Ricky's thing that happened because he's not here. So, Ricky met, his character's brother. Very sweet and touching moment. Learned that his family was a little part of a cult, no big deal. Got a cool spell book out of it, wrote down some spells, and had a long overdue family conversation with his sibling, Ezek. Ezek mentioned to Valindra that one, there is a drunken man named Bluto out running around. Nobody knows where the fuck he went off to, but he's stolen 2 pigs, and he's been known to fish, and he usually frequents the Blue Waterfall Inn, but he hasn't been there in a while. And in regards to if you guys want, Lady Fiona Watcher did enlist your help in finding the Burgomaster's son Victor and bringing him to her. And Ezek mentioned that if you guys need to get into the mansion, he would be able to distract the Burgomaster and his wife somewhat, so you guys have an easier time getting in. I think that was pretty much it. Hecate and Layla stayed at the church, kind of like the evening and the morning after, looking after the townspeople and specifically Ismark, who was not having a good time.
Backhanded into a nearby structure.
Yeah, it's average Tuesday in Barovia. Yeah, what else happened?
We finally went through the grimoire that we found like a month ago.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore. The 4 corners. Oh my god, we were learning about like primordial deities.
Technically it's still glorified fan fiction, but elevated glorified fan fiction. Okay, and one of the symbols, the one for vampire, and specifically is the one that's basically been haunting Vera this whole fucking time on that goddamn knife.
Yeah, and then Stella Watcher was like, "Hey Vera, know about the 4 corners?"
Nope. What is that? I totally didn't steal your book.
No. I don't even know what a corner is.
The book. We don't have the book. Husk returned the book.
Who the fuck is Husk?
Mission. Exactly.
Yeah,
Husk returned the book back where it is, but not the money, because
you need money.
You guys have that.
But yeah, Husk and I went back to her house. She's housing people after, the storm. But her house is okay because, she makes deals with Strahd.
The Strahd stand.
And while Husk was returning the book, I got led down to her little sacrificial chamber in her basement. Where there's already 4 people on the pentagram point. They're waiting for their final person who has to have magical ability. And she specifically was like your friend Valindra, or the Burgomaster's son
Victor.
Presumably Victor has some knowledge on magic.
Mm-hmm. In order for her to take full power and, have an advantage on Strahd.
An altar to Abaddon.
Yeah.
One of the 4 corners. There's Tenebris, right? Jadun, or Jadan. Right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Abaddon, right? And then Vampire. 4 guys. We got little symbols of it also. He made a really good joke. Vampire's just a little guy.
He's a little guy. I still can't fucking get over that.
Yeah, that's if you scroll up a bit past the clownery and campaign-related images. There's actually some nice little
past
symbols.
Past the clownery.
Clownery.
Excuse you, it is very important things we post.
Very cool though. So we got that kind of lore. Also, I mean, Ezek's cool. He's got a freaking demon arm that he hides away. We were initially the idea was, oh, this is maybe a missing father. Yeah. No, that's a brother. Oh my goodness. Interesting little moments. We had to room with our friend Rictavio, because there's not a lot of space in the Blue Water Inn. Rictavio might be going through some stuff. He's had a hard night, but so have all of us, really. We're all just kind of, a lot of it was just kind of like the aftermath of hell breaking loose. All those vampire spawn just kind of stopped what they were doing and fucked off. They just walked away after that deal was made to save the town, and Irina sacrificed herself practically.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of odd flashback PTSD where Husk maybe has some memories of this horrible, horrible horse that brings destruction in its wake and its rider.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's
Who rides
also
the horse?
yeah. I know, right? Who
Yeah,
rides
it
that
is.
horse?
Bro,
I
that's
can't, I
nuts.
can't tell. Who's that guy? And
Who is
you know,
that?
no big deal. A little bit of a reveal on what the hell Husk is. You know, I had a thing ready. I performed a poem there. You guys, you know, two of y'all weren't there. Yeah. Well, spirits, but yeah. I realized later on that I gave you confirmation of it being tragedy, and I confused those two. Actually,
Oh, it's
spirits,
spirits?
because you know,
Oh, okay.
ghosts. No, ghosts. Yeah, Bard, spooky Bard. Did a little
him-
poem for y'all.
Boo Boo the
Bard,
Fool.
but make it edgy.
Yeah, Bard would make it edgy.
Alright.
Yeah, no, there's some stuff about Victor. There's like odd things about like two servants in the house have gone missing. Some nights he sees horrible flashing light from the window, and no one gets into Victor's room, not even Papa.
Papa.
Shut the fuck up!
You're just like Papa.
Also, I don't know if maybe it's just me that was picking. Did Fiona just kind of confirm to us that she's the one behind the coffin maker shit? As she was talking to Vera, there was that.
Not that she was behind it, but she knew it was happening.
Yeah.
Like she was watching the entire time.
Nah.
She has history with that Strahd fella.
Alright. So I think we left off with Valendra looking over her new spellbook and talking to Rosetta and Husk, I believe.
Was Husk with us?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I was
So it
walking
was-
back with
Okay,
Vera.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so then Valendra and Rosetta, you guys were talking, and she just mentions that she wants to kind of like look over the things that Isaac gave her some more, and she'll be up in the room. All right. Afterwards, actually, let's first do Layla and Hecate. You guys spent the night in the church looking after the injured, doing the best that you can, really. And kind of in the morning, you saw Ismark stir from his sleep and just kind of wave you over, Layla.
Yes, Ismark?
Is where am I?
You're in the church.
So everything that happened, it's all Strahd was here, wasn't he?
He was.
I am. And Irina, she's really gone.
She is.
You see his face just fall into this horrible half glare, half like about to cry, and he chokes back a sob and just what are we going to do?
I don't know what we can do right now, but I know we can try to find a way to beat Strahd.
He just nods and seems to kind of like fall back against the wall, like almost limp, and just stares off into the distance.
Gonna give him an awkward pat on the back.
There, champ.
There, champ. Don't cry, your sister's probably still alive for
Turn
now.
that frown upside down, Tiger. Yeah, so I'll say kind of like, mid-afternoon, you all reconvene back at the Blue Waterfall Inn.
It's still daytime. We pretty much left in the morning to head over to his watcher.
Yeah, so it's like 12 p.m. right now. You guys have a lot of time left. So, if you guys wanted to go upstairs...
Right, yeah, let's try and reconvene, I think. Let's take, like, is away from invisibility, the shroud is gone.
Alright.
We're still missing Hecate, and...
Yeah, you all come back together.
Okay.
How is Mark doing?
He
Awful.
looks very dead inside.
I want to tell him to have hope, but I think hope does not exist anymore.
We'll carry it with us. We'll spread it where we go. We've been helping people here, and I think that is worth noting. Vera, you said you didn't want to mention it immediately. What happened while I was away? Turning the book. Oh, I returned the book. Oh.
Well, all the rumors about the Watcher House that Rictavio told us. It's all true. Yes. That little book club she has, it's, well, not cover, but it's her cult. She has this room down below her house, like 2-3 stories down. There's this pentagram on the floor with 4 other people in black robes and veils and clothing. She said it was a summoning circle or something for the powers of Abaddon. A way for her to gain more power so she has protection against Strahd, just in case. If their deal doesn't stick. She needs one more person. Someone with magical ability. The only 2 people she mentioned were Valindra, which obviously is not gonna happen, and Victor, the Burgomaster's son.
Is this 5th person... Are they meant to be a member or sacrifice?
Meant to be the final corner. Whether that's sacrifice or not, I'm not entirely sure.
This directs us further to Victor, then. At least going to look into what we can do to find him, bring him to some justice, but...
Is justice being the victim to a cult?
That's what I'm conflicted about. It seems
Yes.
as though
If anything, it's not enough.
we'd be...
But
getting rid of one
Want her to
monster
finish this
to
ritual? Would it be a good idea to let her finish it?
what sort of powers would she be invoking? What kind of protection?
Power of demons.
That usually comes at a cost.
That she has something against Strahd. She's made a deal with Strahd.
Yeah.
Sorry, the devil.
We're in our rooms, right? It's fine. But Strahd assisted her a long time ago when the Burgomaster's father was in power. Enabled her to rise the way she has now. And has kept her in a position of power in this town. But it's not enough for her. Not when he can turn his back at any time. So,
This may be our best bet to, in a sense, solve two problems. Even if we do not bring Lady Watcher, Victor, we somehow fail in that task she's given us, then I imagine she'll find someone else to complete that ritual.
she's also turning her sights to help more of the townspeople, like, turn against the Burgomaster. Well, for them to have no confidence in him. Which is working now, considering all just yesterday. But
Yes, he had made that sort of announcement to everyone that the festival be postponed. That somehow this injustice would not go unpunished. There was visible dissent in that audience.
any thoughts on what we should do now? Should we continue going after the Victor? Or
I mean, it's kind of time sensitive if we look at it.
between Victor, the old man who stole the pigs?
Right, Bluto. I had spoken with people downstairs. They seem to have directed us. There's a lake. There's a lake outside of Velaki that apparently spent some time at. If we could find him, if we could find what he stole, that could help a lot of people. There's not much food to go around. Zarovich.
I feel like it. I'll be honest, I feel just a bit over my head right now. I don't
That's
really know
understandable.
what to do.
We've all gone through a lot in the past 12 hours. We can try. Perhaps for now, it's still early in the day. We can prepare some sort of plan for getting to Victor. And in the meanwhile, perhaps we can try and solve the situation with Bluto. I imagine that's also rather time sensitive. I don't want the situation with the Coffin Maker to repeat itself.
Yeah. also just the overarching problem of what do we do about the big problem.
No, we're not safe here anymore. That
We're
much has
not
been
safe
made
anywhere.
clear.
Yeah. No one's safe anywhere until he's gone. But we need to figure out how we would do that. Because as we are right now, I don't think we'd really stand a chance.
Aye. Challenging. Devil. Our work here is not done. This town of Valaki, it looks as though it has much more problems heading its way. So for the time being, let's try and complete what we can here, and if we wish to leave, go elsewhere. I mean, we came here to bring... You all came here to bring the siblings. And now, one of them is gone. If there's any hope in bringing Irina back, we'll be outside of here.
I mean, we could try that other town nearby, too. We did get some information about them. In Kresk.
Yes, Kresk.
If we were allowed in
yeah.
somehow.
Over here.
Yeah. Can you just like scribble it?
Nice.
Okay. But Rictavio mentioned last night, that Kresk isn't very welcoming of outsiders. So it'll be a challenge to get in.
When we got our Taraka cards read, I was told that I will eventually need to speak with the priest in Kresk.
Baraka cards. The kinds Lindra uses.
Yes, but it wasn't Valindra who read them for me.
Right, there's a Vistani camp nearby too.
You know, perhaps they seen Bluto around.
I didn't really know about Buddha, so I couldn't ask.
That's fine.
But we can, if the lake isn't any help, then we can ask.
Let's try the lake then.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we see someone on our way in on the lake before? Or was it just our imagination?
We saw someone fishing or being on a boat on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
It was too creepy, and we walked away.
Yeah. Let's go see what we can find out about the lake.
Okay. You all head out through the tavern and through the streets of Valaki. The town's been decimated, buildings thrown, wood, various stones, straw laying strewn in the streets, and there's puddles of water just kind of slowly being formed under the constant pouring rain. It's a lot emptier and quieter than when you first came in. Very few people are out. The town guard roam the streets, helping anyone that they can, but houses, the town square are all barren, empty, and destroyed. Exiting through the northmost exit of the town, you wander towards the giant body of water of Lake Zarovich. Through the thick fog, you all try and make out what you can. Everybody give me a perception check.
Boy.
Oh
That's the
boy,
wrong
oh
thing.
boy, oh boy. Perception. Uh-huh.
A whoa.
I see.
I see.
Aha!
I see.
At least Vera sees.
At least Vera can see something through that fucking veil of hers.
Oi, 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 leave me alone.
You scored the highest out of all of us.
No, that was a compliment.
I know.
I'm saying it's funny because you literally have, like, something in front of your face.
Listen, it's like one of those, like, one-way veil. One-way mirror.
A one-way veil! Okay.
Wait, does that mean your veil's reflective?
Alright, enough. You all come upon the shore of the lake, the water, this thick gray color. It's difficult to see underneath the water. It's incredibly murky, dirty, and you see a dead fish kind of wash up on the shore, its eyes bulging, its entire body is rotting, and you realize that nothing clean has ever lived here in probably a while. All of you do notice a small boat in the distance with one figure kind of sitting and seemingly sitting at a fishing pole in his hands. It's maybe 50 feet out.
Wow, if only we had a water.
Vera,
I was literally about to say something.
Vera, you see the man kind of put down his fishing pole, rummage around in his boat, and pull out this large kind of like burlap sack, and for a split second you notice the sack move.
That sack is moving. What the fuck? Is it me?
It's not see-through. It's not a one-way sack.
Well, maybe it is
I
one-way sack, but
volunteer.
we're on the wrong way.
The sack.
But you do notice it, like, wiggle or move or something, and then the man, like, lift it over his shoulder, and kind of, like, begin to swing it in a motion as if about to, like, throw it out of the boat.
Can I swim in scale mail if I have a swim speed?
You can, but it's gonna be a higher strength DC to do it well.
Even if I just have a natural swim speed?
What's your natural swim speed?
30 feet. I'm a water genasi.
I can
breathe underwater.
That'll help, I'll say, but, like, I still want you to make an athletics check.
Oh boy, I wish I had athletics. Okay. Because to undo armor it takes, like, over a minute, right?
Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it takes
I think it might be
a while.
longer than that.
I think it's longer than that, but I know it's 10 minutes for plate mail, but I don't know what it is for, like, medium armor.
Getting in and out of armor. Okay, it takes 1 minute to Medium
Take
armor,
off
yeah.
light armor. And then,
So to take off medium armor, it takes 1 minute. Yeah. So if you
So
want
if I have the entire party help me,
to.
should I?
quick,
Do you-
undo
do
my
you-
lashes.
Do you
Close
guys want to help Layla out of her armor? I'll say
Yes.
I'll say
Sure.
if like the entire party helps you out and like I'll focus on doing this, then that'll take maybe like 2 turns.
We will help.
Sure.
Would you want me to try to stop him with my magic?
Can you
Okay.
do that from here? Isn't he like far away?
50 feet out.
50. Oh,
Yes,
only 50 feet.
I think my shadows could reach him.
What are you doing?
Give it a shot. The rest of you help
Alright.
me get this off.
All right,
I'll help with the armor.
I'm casting a good ol' person.
Hold
So-
person.
60 feet.
Fog will spread out, go over to this fisherman, and similar to last time, sort of spread around him with these shadowy hands grasping, trying to hold him down.
You all see, like out of the water, begin to form these, black smoky arms crawling onto the boat and then over the side and like up like the man's body and holding him in place as he just looks around and begins to scream out in the middle of the lake.
Is he
Well,
held?
that's
G-
terrifying.
give me a second. He does
Okay.
does have a little stat sheet that's very fun. Okay, hold person. What's your
So
DC?
wait, I think my save's supposed to be 16. I don't know why it shows that as 14.
What's your charisma?
Yeah, it's +5.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
it should be 16. Wait, yeah, 16. All right, yeah, just change that. It's fine. 16.
'Cause that's what it is if I do it, like,
Wisdom
with the-
save. What's your wisdom? You're so wise.
Yeah, because it's right on the other thing. It's right on the other thing.
He got a solid 9, bestie.
Nice.
So wise.
He is
That's a
so
paralyzed
wise.
fisherman.
He is paralyzed. Like the arms, like almost harden, and then kind of hold him in place as he's like trying to wrangle out. He still like holding on to this sack and then just drops it into the water. Bloop.
Oh, no.
I'd say at this point you're out of your armor, Layla. So
I can get there in 1 turn if I take the dash action,
okay.
because I'll have a 60-foot swim speed then.
Okay. The sack is sinking to the bottom of the lake, and you vigorously swim towards it. The water is freezing cold, but do you have a resistance to cold or no?
No, just acid.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like the entire rest of your clothes are wet, and this kind of like almost icy feeling begins to spread through your bones. Your teeth are chattering as you swim faster and faster to try and grab whatever the fuck he just threw down there. And you don't need to breathe. You can breathe underwater, right?
I can breathe underwater.
Yeah, so you just immediately dive down. You have dark vision, right?
No, I don't.
Make a perception check.
Ha!
21. Through
21.
this murky, like green black water, you notice seaweed get in your way, and weird, like amorphous fish. God damn it, Josh. Weird amorphous fish swim all around your body. It's almost like you kind of like get tangled like between the fish and the seaweed. Do you do anything to try and get out of it?
The seaweed has tangled me.
Like it's so thick, and like fish are swimming all around you as if to kind of like run away from something in the water. You're not really sure though.
Well, considering he just dropped it, I can mostly swim near the surface, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm only like a foot underwater.
Okay. So you're not like going after the bag?
No, I am, but he just dropped it. I'm assuming it didn't just like sink immediately.
Not immediately, but like it is a little further down because like it did take you 2 turns to to get out of your thing.
Alright, so I'll swim near the surface, and then when I start getting close, I'll go down diagonally towards it.
Okay. So yeah, like the seaweed is just kind of like getting in your way. It's so thick growing near the bottom. You can tell that like you're getting closer to where the sack is, and like you can see it kind of like sinking further down. But like there's just so much algae and murkiness, and you see like a couple of bones float by that it's difficult to kind of like maneuver your way around the water.
Huh. Give me 1 second. I need to look at a racial ability real quick.
Okay.
Because this is the first time I've used this.
Ooh, racial abilities.
This is... Oh, that would be really weird if I did that.
What are you thinking?
Nah, that 10 gallons is not a lot. Well, actually be 20 gallons. I could technically cast Destroy Water 20 gallons.
Do you want to do that?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Causes a drought.
I mean, 20 gallons is not going to drain the lake.
It's not going to drain the lake, but like in the area around you, it's a good amount actually.
The only problem is, if I were to destroy it, the next second would immediately be like the weight of the water crashing in on itself.
It might help.
Pretty much kill anything in there.
Might help propel you towards it though. Or are you destroying the water around the sack itself?
Actually, no. You're right. Great idea, DM.
I'm nice sometimes.
I cast it pretty much directly in front of me, so that when all the water rushes to fill that space, it like yanks me forward.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
This like split second of where you're like almost levitating in space, and then just this crash of pressure and water just propelling you towards it, and you reach out, your arms barely grabbing on you, your fingernails scrape the leather sack, and then eventually you manage to grab onto a stray rope, and as you're like with that perception and you being very used to water, you can see that the sack is moving, and there's very much like limbs that you can see like punching the bag.
I'm just gonna beeline it straight to the surface.
Okay. How long does hold person last?
For a minute with repeating saves.
Okay, he's gonna try and save again. Is anybody else swimming towards the boat?
I can try swimming.
Yeah, go ahead. You're not.
Alright,
are you
roll?
wearing armor?
Nope.
Okay. Then you don't need to roll. You can just swim.
Okay, swim.
Are you using your dash action as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll want to try to essentially cast my spooky message cantrip at mysterious fisherman over there, and he'll hear one of the voices of my spirits to say, "Don't move."
Why is this one's voice so deep?
I know, right?
Okay, the swim rules
He wasn't creeped out before. He now hears a voice in his head.
Man, the swim rules are really fun.
It's half your movement.
Okay. Then yeah, if you want to get there in one turn, heck it, then make an athletics check.
Okay. Ooh, I'm scared.
Also, he fails his save again, so for now, 7. It helps a little bit. Like, you'll definitely be able to make it next turn without having to use a dash action, but you're kind of like just you don't get like close enough to climb aboard. Are the rest of you just kind of standing on the shore?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
pretty
just
much.
focusing on
I
keeping
haven't
this
swam
still.
in a century.
I can just look at me. Oh my god, water.
Oh, I need to work on my cardio.
Yeah, I'm in chainmail. I'm not swimming.
All right. Husk, he fails his save again, so he's still, what is it, paralyzed?
Yeah, paralyzed.
Okay, yeah, he's still there. Do you want to do anything else?
Ends from the fog, just holding him down. Other than that message cantrip, I mean, mainly, is he saying anything else from all the way out there, or is he still just kind of screaming?
Make a perception check.
All right.
20.
Proceed.
It's a mix of, like, terrified screaming because shadow arms just grab down to him from the lake, but you can also make out him saying, "The lake god! He will punish you all! You don't understand! The unbelievers will burn! Burn! The lake god will punish you all."
Damn, bro, what do we do?
And with a 20 perception, you do notice a large shadow in the water coming from the northwest edge. Okay, Layla, what are you doing?
I'm beelining it up to the boat.
Okay, make an athletics check. Eight. You are able to get up to the boat and kind of like raise the sack above the water, so you know it's not struggling to breathe anymore, whatever's in there. But it's rather difficult for you to like lift it above the boat entirely, so you just kind of stuck floating there next to it, but you're not exerting any energy.
Gotcha.
All right. Hecate, by this point, you make it to the boat and you see this, this very, like, clearly drunk man having this, like, receding hairline, eyes glassy and red, skin pale and wet from the pouring rain that's kind of softened at this point. It's just really, really foggy. And then he's just entangled with these large, shadowy hands that have come, like, risen from the lake, and you just see that and go, oh, okay, Huskasm. He seems to be completely paralyzed and not able to do much, but you do also notice Layla at the side of the boat, holding a sack in her hands.
Can I do anything with the sack?
Yeah, you can lift it up since you're on the boat. And like as you guys are above the water now, you hear "Help! Please help me!" coming from the sack. As you
I open the sack.
lift it over the boat and open it back up, you see a small Vistani-looking girl just kind of like scramble out of it and just sit at the edge of the boat, just like wide-eyed, looking like she has been holding her breath for like more time than like a child really should be able to, and she's just like looking at you terrified, and then points at the drunk man kind of like entangled with these arms, and the God damn it, Max.
God. I still have a COVID cough,
I think
okay?
I'd kill Mark.
I still have a COVID cough.
Oh no!
I had COVID like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
We know,
like
but I'm just laughing at what Max wrote. Jesus.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay, you get inspiration for that. That's amazing.
Do I get inspiration for dying?
No, Mark.
Only I get that.
No inspiration for being a pussy.
True.
Wow, I hope
So
you get
true.
COVID, Alec.
Bro. Okay, we're not gonna talk about this.
Wait, are we
no.
all on the boat again?
I'm joking.
Okay. No, not all of you are at the boat.
The edge of the lake.
Because
We're still at the edge of the lake.
the people who stayed at the lake are at the edge of the lake, and
Yeah.
Hecate and Layla are at the boat.
Can I
the-
still see this girl
Yeah.
getting out of the bag?
Yeah.
Can I see that she's Vistani?
Yes.
Wait a minute. That
That is not a pig.
No, but
Is it a person?
when I was doing hunting for the church, there was Leif, one of the Vistani. He was looking for somebody, a child, that gone missing.
You don't think...
The pieces match up.
Hecate and Layla, this little girl is just kind of like sitting at the edge of the boat and just points at the drunken man and she goes, He kidnapped me! This motherfucker kidnapped me! Kill him!
Okay.
Are we taking turns?
At this... Okay, hold on, let me make one more save, and if he fails, you guys can just wail on him.
Yeah.
Ha,
Their lives
5!
is pretty
Alright, who wants to
nasty.
go first?
5.
Oh,
I
have to
punch
say,
him in
do
the stomach.
honors.
I want to punch him.
Okay. Make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. What do I have to click for that?
There's toggle advantage at the top.
Well, no,
Or go into
actually,
your
you just have it regular, so you can just click it.
Just click the strength saving throw.
Okay.
15, that hits.
Actually,
That'd be
26
26.
advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's a crit
he's-
automatically.
and it is a crit,
paralyzed.
so
Jesus Christ.
it's
Kill him.
10 damage with one punch. Oh my god, how much health does this man have?
Probably
One
not
punch
10.
man.
One punch Hecate.
4. Cool, you just instantly kill him.
Oh! Non-lethal.
Maybe we could spare the dying them.
Do you want to do it non-lethally, or?
Yeah, I want to do it non-lethal.
Okay.
I was about to say we might
It's
need
like I go to
talk him.
punch him, but then I'm like he looks very fragile, and he owns this boat, so I'm gonna punch him hard,
The
but I won't
stats of
like
a commoner.
break an organ.
You with like your mean right hook, just punch him square across the jaw so badly, like as these like weird shadowy spectral arms are holding him in place, just like 1, break his nose, 2, break his jaw, and he's unconscious. Wasn't that shape before?
Plus, like, releases the spell at that point, like, and you'd see, like, the Shadow Hand start to stop constricting the man.
I turn to the
Fade
shore and
back
give them a
into the
thumbs
water.
up.
Just
The-
fade back into the water, one of the Shadow Hands.
I also...
Go ahead.
I get into the boat. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
make that
yeah,
clear.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
into the boat.
yeah. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
The two of you, Hecate and Layla, please make nature checks.
No.
Nature or survival, whichever.
Yeah.
One of the fog hands just gives us like.
Do
Do you want to give Hecate that advantage because she rolled it? Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, I mean, technically,
I mean, yeah, but
same number. I know.
The same number.
I was
It's
literally
funny.
clicking when you said
It's okay,
you
it's
want
okay,
to
it's
give
okay.
her, and I'm
It's-
like, oh.
You still get the same information, and that was just funny. You both notice that all the fish that were kind of like surrounding the boat have almost like fled the area, going southward, as if running away from something. And then you see the girl in front of you, kind of like shivering from the cold, and you see her eyes almost like glaze over for a split second, and she goes, "We have to row back. We have to row back. There's like she's stuttering from the absolute cold and like shivering as she's saying this, and she just points, and you both see a large shadow begin to grow in the lake.
Oh no.
Let's row the boat.
Let's row. Let's row.
Row,
Go,
row,
go, go.
make athletics checks, please.
Oh god.
I'll just give Hecate advantage.
Stream.
Or Hecate could rage.
I will bonus action rage.
Okay, I'll just roll
Rage
then.
rowing.
No angry row.
Oh,
God.
great.
Oh, thank god.
Uh,
If you okay, I'll allow it this time, because it's gonna save you, but if you wanna, like, roll twice, just toggle the advantage on your character sheet. So it doesn't roll advantage automatically. How do you guys do that?
In the settings cogwheel in the top right.
The gear next to spells.
And that's the left.
Yeah, there's
leftmost
core,
column.
bio, spells,
It
and then
says
a
roll
gear.
query. It's
Yeah,
advanced.
yeah, advantage dog.
Okay, one person at a time speaks, and just tell Ren how to do it.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
In the top right corner of your character sheet, there's a little cogwheel. You see the cogwheel.
Next to spells.
She doesn't have spells, so it might just be next to bio. Or wait,
Here
no,
it is.
that's different for this. Okay. Do you see the little cogwheel?
I do.
All right, so you're on the cogwheel page.
Yes.
So in the rightmost column, the first thing is roll queries. Change it from always roll advantage to advantage toggle.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
So honestly, I had no idea what that second roll was this entire.
And then you should see a bar in the top middle of your character sheet that says advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Okay, now I see it.
Yeah, and then whenever you need to roll something, just change what setting it's on,
Meow.
and then roll it.
Ren, I just saw your max hit point.
Yeah.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So because you got a 24, we'll just say that you did, because it's gonna be a little rough if you didn't. Because Layla rolled a 7. You are, like, rage rowing, as Layla is, like, barely keeping up with you, just, like, very, very desperately just, like, trying to do, like, the best that she can. Heck, like, with the full, like, power, just beelining it straight for the shore, as everybody else who's sitting at the edge of the water, you see this long, scaled, serpent-like fish begin to rise out of the water. The momentum kind of like creating waves, and it propels you all forward, and this thing rises to 30, 40, 50 feet in the air, and then makes a dive for your boat.
Oh my god.
I will allow anyone who wants to go this turn to take an action to try and help in some way.
Oh boy.
I can throw a javelin at the thing.
Do you want to try that?
Kill it till it dies.
Okay. I throw a javelin.
Alright, yeah, make an attack roll.
Oh god.
17. That just barely hits.
Yay.
Oh no.
I think.
Yay, I think. 8 piercing.
Nice shot.
Alright.
Please, Velaki cannot take another disaster.
Alright, that's
For
one
me,
more
what I want to
javelin.
try and do is have one in the chamber and bonus action roll a d8.
Have one in the chamber.
One in the chamber.
Wait, what are you saying?
My bonus action rolling one of my
Right.
die.
Okay.
Now, I rolled a 3. Nice. That's because you said to like take like an action. That's like a bonus action there. That's it for now.
Alright. Does anybody else want a turn before this thing goes?
I can hit with a crossbow and that's it.
Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to have the advantage toggle, sorry.
It's okay.
But no, it doesn't hit. Sad.
L. Alright, that misses. Rosetta just kind of like chucks her javelin. It travels in this like weird arc and like kind of almost seems to bounce off the scales of the fish. But you do see like a little bit like a trickle of blood begin to pour into the lake. As it's made contact, but just didn't stick. Alright. It's now going to try and slam into your guys' boat. Once more, Layla, as like you're kind of like looking back, you see the little girl's eyes glaze over once more, and she just shouts out, "We have to jump!" and just dives into the water.
Oh.
Well, fuck. I jump in.
Okay. Hecate, what are
I
you
guess
doing?
I do too.
Alright, as you do, the giant fish just slams into your little rowboat, crushing it in half. The wood splinters across the lake. You avoided the attack, but you're now kind of like in the water, just floating. You're about, I'd say, 20 feet away from the lake's edge.
I grab the girl and dash.
Is presumably Bluto just kind of floating there, conscious?
Oh yeah, that
Unconscious.
guy's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's... I mean, unless you wanted to, like, pull him with you as you were jumping out.
I guess so.
I'll allow that if you want to do that.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
We're heroes, guys.
As like, you hear the girl say jump, you just kind of, like, reflexively pull the man into the water with you, and you just narrowly avoid this, like, slamming, scaled body that crushes the boat, like, right next to you. Some of, like, the wood splintering off kind of, like, impales your skin. It doesn't really matter. So, Layla, you are grabbing the girl and just, like, making a dash for the lake's edge. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your swim speed in your turn, you're able to make it. Everybody at the shore, do you want to do anything? Hecate is still in the water with a guy.
With an unconscious body.
Yeah.
And a giant fucking fish.
Yeah. It's like the fish has like dove beneath the lake's surface, so it's out of sight for now, but it might not stay that way for long.
Damn, where's the Jaws theme when you need it?
All right, hold on. Here. Alright, Husk, Vera, Rosetta, do you guys want to do anything?
As they're trying to rush their way back to us, I think I'm gonna want to, as a bonus action towards Layla, direct my fog spreads out across the lake towards Layla, and they may hear inside their head a voice that is not Husk's. It's one that says, "Push onward. Strength is not your own." A weird voice popping up in their head as I'm giving them a morbid inspiration.
Oh boy.
Roll a d8 to whatever thing you want to do in the next 10 minutes.
Oh
luck.
boy.
Vera, Rosetta, you guys doing anything?
How
See, I
far
wanna
out
draw-
are they?
Hecate is about 20 feet away from the shore.
I have like a rope on me. Can I like throw it out to try to help them get here better, faster?
Yeah, absolutely. Stronger.
Yeah. I throw out my rope to.
Make an attack roll.
They're both carrying a person, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm safe. I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, Layla's fine. Hecate is out in the water. I'm allowing you guys to, like, do things to help her before she has to make athletics checks to try and avoid the fucking fish.
Understandable. Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of my weapon attacks.
12, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm assuming, like, Hecate would try and catch the rope. It lands in her grasp as, like, one hand is holding this guy behind her, still unconscious, and the other kind of, like, is trying to, like, tie the rope around her hand to better grip it. Vera, doing anything?
Can I just help Rosetta, like, pull the rope?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright, Hecate, you're up. Rosetta has thrown you a rope. You're 20 feet away from the shore, and you have a guy with you. What would you like to do?
Hold on to the boat, the rope.
The rope.
I'm gonna swim as fast as I can with the body.
Make an athletics check with advantage, and Rosetta and Vera, please make strength checks.
Normal strength checks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Athletics.
With advantage. 24! As this dark shadow begins to form underneath Hecate, Rosetta and Vera, you both pull, and she begins to swim faster and faster as this fish rises once more, breaking the water surface, this wave pushing you forward, and you eventually reaching the shore as you just kind of like fall and trip over the sand. This giant fish, like scaled serpent, rises, and then seeing that there's nothing else in the water for it to eat, just begins to turn its body around 50, 60, 70 feet, and then slam back under the surface of the water and disappear.
What the hell is that?
Big fish.
That's not good.
We should get
Also-
away from the lake.
Also, I got this body.
Let's.
He's unconscious. I broke his jaw and his nose.
That may have been the lake god.
I folded him like an omelet.
Let's take this girl back to the Vistani. Are you
have
alright,
to
little
die.
one?
Yeah, I have a name, you know.
Well, what's your name?
Arabelle.
Arabelle. I wish I met you
Arabelle.
under better circumstances.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I'm glad
You're
you're okay.
welcome.
Leif was looking for you.
Oh!
earlier.
So they sent you people?
No, this
Uh,
is a coincidence.
Oh.
Yeah.
A very good coincidence.
Yeah, it would have been fish food if you hadn't found me. So, good coincidence, yeah. But, why were you looking for that guy?
I think you may not have been the first thing that this fisherman threw into the lake.
Was he, like,
Fitting.
sacrificing me or something?
Yes.
Sounded
Ugh.
And in terms of his religious cult rhetoric, because of course you need another cult in this freaking town.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I know,
he was.
right?
big
That's
god.
So
How many cults do you need? Pick one.
just one is
Gosh.
enough. And she, like, walks
Right?
over to the guy and just begins to, like, kick him in his face. Fucking stupid piece of shit. Ugh!
It's already down.
That bag was really uncomfortable. Anyway, and she, like, walks over to Hecate as, like, you're heaving, and just kind of, like, you know how, like, little kids walk up to you and, like, raise their hands so that you pick them up? She, like,
Yes.
does that.
I do that and I pick her up and I'm just like shivering because it's so cold.
Aw. Are you okay?
I'm cold.
Yeah, me too.
I have a weird question, Alec.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at the specifics right now, but can I just shape water all the water off of us over the course of a couple turns?
Just don't accidentally shape the blood.
You can't shape
Well, I
blood.
Well, I can't. It needs to be an area of water I can see within range. Unless you're bleeding, I can't see your blood.
I will cut myself right now.
What's like the exact wording on shape water?
Body of water that you're manipulating. It's not
Give me 1 second.
exactly the same.
Move or otherwise change the flow of the water as you choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube you manipulated. I guess, like, technically, but it would take, like, the hour that the spell is up. Because, like, you're trying to find, like, surface...
it's either instant or an hour.
Right, so, like, it would take, like, the hour of, like, you trying to take this, like, off of someone.
I mean, to be fair, that is still faster than drying.
I'm just
waiting
like,
to dry.
because, like, it specifically says, like, an area of water. So, like, technically, you could,
Like a body of water.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, like, I don't know.
Fine, I just freeze the water. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Everyone dies instantly.
Hypothermia simulator.
I'll say if you wanna like do that to the little girl, cause like it's a relatively small like surface area, you could, but the rest of you would have to dry normally.
I mean, to be fair, it is only Hecate and I who are like wet.
Yeah.
So,
and the girl.
And the girl. Yeah, I'll do it to the little girl, just that she's not like shivering anymore.
Bluto.
And Pluto.
Doesn't know that he's wet, okay?
But yeah, I
fell into
literally
the
just
water
like
when they broke open the
I
bottle.
literally just like point my finger at the girl and then like move it sideways, and all the water that's like soaked into her hair and clothes just. Whoop.
Huh.
It just gets more on Hecate.
You see like the girl like squirm in Hecate's arms as she's like trying to like turn around to like make sure that she's like entirely dry, and then like scrambles like around Hecate's body so that like she's facing you, Layla, and goes, are you one of those wizards that my people told me about?
No, I have an aptitude for water.
Oh.
That's why I'm blue.
You're more of a green.
Bluish green.
I guess.
Here, this will explain it. I take my hair out of the bun, and it looks like it's just freely floating underwater, even though we're not in water anymore.
Your hair is weird. It looks like seaweed.
Exactly. And I take a minute to try to get it back into the bun.
So, do you guys just walk around and look for people in lakes, or what do you do?
Well, we had some questions we wanted to ask this one, and I just like lightly kick the unconscious guy. But we kind of saw that there was something more important to take care of real quick.
Yeah, that big fish in the water. It almost killed us. Do you think that's the weird lake god he keeps going on about?
Probably.
Huh.
It's not a god, it's a fish.
That's true. Gods can't die. That's what my dad
Exactly.
always told me.
Fish can die.
They're really delicious. Do you think that thing would taste good?
It's a lot of meat.
The lake looks very hygienic.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty.
I'm sure you have the immune system for it.
Me? Who do you think I am?
I don't know, Barovia is weird.
That's true. But my uncle, he always cooks like a really nice stew out of rabbits or mushrooms. We eat whatever we find in the forest. The lake is just... well, it's not really our territory, you know?
Do the people of Valaki eat out of it?
I think the poor ones do.
That can't be good for you.
Living in Barovia is not good for you.
True.
Husk does their kind of delayed, creepy sounding laugh of like half wheezing.
Do you have asthma?
Huh?
My sister has asthma, and she's not able to run very fast, but I can run really, really fast. But she can't, because she keeps, like, coughing and wheezing whenever she does. That's why she's, like, not a very athletic person, but I'm really good at climbing things, and running, and fighting. So do you have asthma?
Not quite.
Oh. Can you fight and run and stuff?
Not quite. My
Oh.
abilities are more of the magical sense.
Where are you
I can
taking
do
this
those
girl, by the
things.
way? Like, where are you guys walking
Well,
to?
We're
You
just
know where the Vistani camp is, right?
Know where the encampment was, right? The other Vistani were. Oh,
Yeah, we
right.
saw them
Vera's
out front,
gone.
right?
Vera lead us. Vera will lead us.
Well, yeah, but we did see them when we walked in. They were camped out front of the front gate.
Just walk and talk. We just
So
headed
I'm
over
assuming we're just going there.
The Vistani camp was south of Valaki.
Okay, then we go there.
I think Vera was the only person that actually met with one of them, though.
But
Sure.
do we all know where they are?
there. Vera's up.
Roughly?
Roughly. Let's navigate, y'all.
All right, you
Traverse through this forest.
do you walk through Valaki or do you walk through the woods?
We probably shouldn't carry an unconscious, broken man through.
Velaki will
Velaki.
want. If we bring him to Velaki, the local guardsmen will want to kill him.
Only if they care about the Vistani.
Not just that, he's actually a wanted man.
Okay. Well, we need to talk to him
Burgomaster
first,
wanted him
so
severely punished.
let's talk to the Vistani first.
Yes.
All right, so you go around the town.
Yes.
Okay. Kind of like the entire way that you guys walk through the woods, the little girl Arabelle is just rambling about various things. And you notice that, like, in her stature, she's maybe 11, 12 years old, and talking about things that 12-year-olds shouldn't really know about. She expresses her distaste for the burgomaster and his weird politics, and thinks that Velaki should just become kind of like the traveling people that she's part of, the Vistani, this, like, you know, kind of like weird communist society where they all take care of each other, and then goes into her, like, detail about her plan that, like, if the burgomaster croaks it, then, you know, maybe a new leader can step up, like her uncle that she really loves, and then just keeps talking about that. And then she asks all of you, so are you all here to kill Strahd?
I think there's just a very big, awkward silence for a few seconds after that.
Well, because
Yeah.
you don't look like you're from Barovia, and you don't look like you're Vistani, so I'm assuming you're like those adventurers that come here every couple of millennia and, like, try to fight them and then die.
Millennia.
Well, you know, every couple hundred years.
He's just entirely silent.
Well, that wasn't the original plan, but the more we stay here, the more we don't like Strahd.
Oh yeah, he sucks.
He sucks. So, who knows, maybe. Right now we're just trying to do good things where we can.
Like saving little girls?
Like saving little girls.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then she just kind of like happily hums a tune as you carry her back to camp.
Does that mark 6 kids that we've saved? No, 7 if we include the possessed child.
Possessed.
Alright. The further you walk, eventually you begin to hear voices and music playing. The woods part to reveal an expansive clearing, a small, grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent is brilliantly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. We're home, we're home. This is where I live. Down, get me down. She, like, wriggles in your arms, Hecate.
I put her down.
You, like, drop her and she begins to kind of, like, run off into the woods. And then, up the hill. Let me just transfer you to the map really quick.
The map. The map.
He's the map. He's the map.
Oh my god,
I know
love
everything's
maps.
dark.
Give me a fucking second! I have to move your
What can
tokens!
we see?
I can't see.
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up!
Hey, hello!
Where are your goddamn tokens? God.
Thanks, Alec.
God.
Thanks, bestie.
I can't find your tokens.
Love you, Alec.
Okay, found them.
Yay, we exist again.
Yay. Here you go.
Oh, there they are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Oh no, what is... Oh, those are just horses.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, it's a horse.
Creature
Oh, no,
creature
enemies.
tokens.
Or are they were horses?
You begin to walk forward through the camp, kind of like led by Arabelle, as she realizes that you guys aren't keeping up with her speed and just kind of like grabs onto one of your hands and begins to drag you forward. You guys should meet my father. He's kind of like the leader of the camp, and he might reward you for saving me. Come on! And she just like is pulling you with her towards like the main tent.
Alright. Alright, let's go.
So, like, over here.
Yeah. Towards, like, the central tent where everybody seems to kind of, like, be gathered.
Oh my god, there's so much dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Piled outside the wagon are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes, kind of, like, various conversation, and music, and, like, loud, kind of, like, clinking of cups and wine being passed around. 3 sputtering fires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you see 6 Vistani passed out in various places on the dead grass. An older, large man in studded leather armor stands in the center, kind of like seemingly looking over a map splayed out on the table, and a very concerned expression on his face, and as you see Arabelle just like burst through kind of like the main entrance of the tent and go, "Dad, I'm here, I'm home." You see his face just kind of like go completely like stark white, and then this smile splays on it, and he just rushes up and grabs her and like envelops her in a hug and just kind of like swirls her around the tent and goes, "Oh, my dear Arabelle, oh, thank God, oh, you're here, and just kind of like stands there with her, and then notices you all just very awkwardly just in the entranceway of the tent, and just puts her down, still like holding onto her hand, and he just rushes you in. Come in! Are you all the ones that helped found her? I cannot begin to express my gratitude. Thank you so much. I do not know what I would have done. I am Luvash. I kind of take care of this whole camp. Who are you all?
Well, I'm Layla.
Layla, and he like walks over, shakes your hand, and just like
I'm
places
still soaking wet.
two kisses on your cheeks.
Oh.
We're
Sure not to punch this one.
Clocked.
travelers, helpers, wherever we can. I go by Husk.
He walks over. Husk, great, thank you. Just like shaking your hand very vigorously, and then like places two kisses on your cheeks. Smudges your makeup a little bit.
Oh.
No, my makeup.
I'm Hecate.
He walks over.
I punched
You are
this guy.
much taller than him. He like looks over at this like unconscious man that you're dragging along. He goes, "I don't know who that is, but who is that?"
He tried to sacrifice your daughter to fish.
You punched him! His like expression just lights up, and he just kicks him in the stomach, and then just goes to hug you immediately.
I am hugged.
Yes, of course, I must express my gratitude to the savior of my child. He just stands there a little longer than you would like him to, and then just lets go. And like turns his attention to Vera and Rosetta.
They help.
Rosetta.
Just walks over, Rosetta! Kisses you as well.
And I'm Vera.
He like kind of like leans in and then goes, and then just shakes your hand very roughly. You are saviors of the light of my life, Arabelle. Thank you. I hope she did not give you too much trouble when you were with her. Please enjoy food and wine. We have plenty of it. Thank you. What? Can you tell me what happened?
This man who's still unconscious will eventually wake up. Seemed to have kidnapped your daughter. Worships some
He was about
entity
to throw her
in the lake.
into the lake.
There was a terrifyingly large sea creature in there. Just
A sea creature, you say?
We arrived just in time, thankfully.
But oh wait, no, I wasn't close enough to him to hear it, but something about, I think he was revering it as some sort of like sea god, lake god.
This is some sort of lake god, though. Not sure. The man is a renown around Vallaki as a bit of a drunk.
Well, there are no gods here, but sea monster, huh? That's a new one.
He's just a bit crazy.
Only a tad, but I appreciate you knocking him out and bringing him here. shall I take him off your hands, or?
I
They still
believe we have
need
some.
him.
Yeah, I think we have some questions we need to ask him.
Ah, of course, of course. Would you like to use my torture equipment?
You have that here.
Of course! What kind of person would I be without my torture rack? Look at this guy.
He rethinks
is it in the
everything I know
tent?
about the Vistani.
Is the torture rack just like there in the tent?
He like walks over and just kind of like uncovers this kind of like cloth, and you just see like a pile of like various. When he says torture equipment, it's just like a lot of sharp knives and cooking utensils, but they're like splattered with blood, and just like this very thick rope.
That
Hey,
can be
kinky
taken
shit.
into consideration.
We've only had to use this a couple of times, but there were people in this very camp colluding with Strahd, if you can imagine. I don't know who would do that, such a thing, but they were planning on selling us out to help this horrible little man. Though, don't tell him we said that. The Vistani and the Strahd have a weird history, but... Listen, I don't want to meddle with him. He seems a little too insane for us. We just can't let that kind of thing go, you know? Especially the kids in the camp. They would have been in danger because of these people. We had to put them in their place. You understand.
Yeah, definitely.
He just
Great.
awkwardly nods.
So do you want to wait for him to wake up so you can ask him questions, or just take him back to town? Honestly, doesn't matter for me.
Well, oddly
How does
enough,
the rest of the group feel?
the town
Like,
may want.
If we take him back to town, we won't have as much freedom to do as we want.
Yeah, I feel the guard to take him off of our hands almost immediately.
Exactly, which is why we need to keep an eye on him.
I don't know if we're gonna torture him, but
I think I sent him a good message.
One Punch Man.
Rosetta. Rosetta.
yeah.
Valindra has told you that she has met her brother, who is the captain of the guard.
We're helping out the guard a good bit.
We're only helping out the
Kind
captain.
of were. We all kind of were.
Mhm.
Wait, so we need to bring him back to the town guard, right?
That was one of the things. They wanted us to bring Pluto back. Stole those pigs. May want to figure out where those pigs are before we head back to Balaki, is my line of thinking.
I figure those pigs might just be in the belly of that beast.
I fear that as well.
Great that Valindra's not here.
I'm saying that because Valindra's brother is the captain of the guard, he might allow you guys some time to speak with the prisoner before they just burn him at the stake.
Yeah, that would
Interrogation
probably work.
room. Who's gonna be good cop? Who's gonna be bad cop? Do that.
I mean, okay. Yeah, okay. I turn to the group and I, like, mention... I mean, Valindra could probably get us with her brother to, like, ask him a few questions before they do anything to him. But... I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't think we need all the torture equipment.
I mean, we really don't. Hecate could just break his arm and I could heal it, and then we just rinse and repeat.
And
Also,
then
I have
when
a
we
very
run out
big
of healing,
sword.
I can heal them too. Like,
Extreme, but Yes, we could go about that. We want to try and just wake him up, perhaps some water or a well-placed
Just slap
slap.
him awake.
Slap
I
him
could
away.
even try, like worm my way into this man's mind with another message cantrip. One of the voices just going, "Wake up for fuck's sake!"
Are you guys trying to wake the man up?
Are we?
Like here?
Yeah.
We don't even have tied up or anything.
Do you want to tie him
We
up
need to.
first?
We need to. I'm
We should.
Yes,
He's gonna
let's tie
try
him
to
up.
run when he wakes up.
possibly.
Possibly. He will.
You don't get knocked out by a punch in the face, wake up, and then immediately think, "Yep, I'm gonna stay in this exact spot."
We should
We can grab
probably,
a
you know,
chair. There's that
find
sturdy
him
rope.
first.
There's that sturdy rope on the torture table. We can just come onto a chair and
It will be the only thing we use from the torture table.
yes. Unless circumstances change. Let's tie him up then. Strapped to a chair.
Okay. You guys tied up the man onto like a nearby chair. You see you see Luvash and Arabelle just kind of like standing there watching you guys. Eventually the man stirs and then immediately just throws up all over himself.
Gross.
Where am I?
I see a couple teeth in there. What do you know?
Who are all of you? Where am I? What's going on? Ah! And he begins like rock the chair back and forth.
I would suggest you not do that. Don't hurt yourself any.
Ah!
Don't recognize this place. You recognize this girl.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah. I wanted to feed her. To
To
the
defeat the girl.
to the lake god.
The lake god.
That giant ugly fish?
There hasn't been decent fish in that lake for over 20 years.
I understand that, though. Extreme. So, with respect to your beliefs, there are certain things you have taken, much like this girl, that shouldn't have. Namely, 2 live pigs, from what we're hearing.
Yeah, I remember that. I sacrificed them yesterday.
Oh,
The lake
Today.
god was pleased.
Oh, with him being pleased, did he fix the fishing problem?
No, not yet.
So you're just wasting good food.
No, I am making sacrifices to the lake god. Duh.
With good
How
food.
long have you been making these sacrifices?
About a week or so.
Do you think that the lake god is scaring away the fish?
No. The lake god
look at Lila.
purifies the lake.
It didn't look very purified.
I've
sir.
only been doing it for a week. Are you a fucking idiot or something? Have you never
I'm just gonna
sacrificed
slap him on his
anybody?
broken jaw.
Ah! Ah! Get your hands off me!
I slap his broken jaw.
Ah! He starts yelling before you even touch him.
could you
Good
perhaps
job, you traumatized him.
could you
Why
perhaps
does-
explain how you started worshipping this lake god?
He came to
Speak
me in a
you in any way,
dream.
or oh,
The lake god told me that if I gave it enough food, he would purify the lake. You are all non-believers! He, like, just begins to rock the chair back and forth again.
Well,
You
can
just...
I maybe
Go ahead.
try and see? Is he somehow still drunk? I'm curious.
Sure, make an insight check.
I want to try and check this out.
16. He's not drunk, he's just insane.
Well, I think the guard in Vallaki are very interested in adequately punishing you for theft of those pigs. You do understand what happened here last night, right? In Vallaki?
Huh? No. I was at the lake.
You've been there since yesterday.
Pretty much. I have a little shack out there, sometimes sleep there.
It's, sorry to have to tell you, but the Vallaki you know may be very different once we walk back.
Different how?
Devil appeared.
The devil is nothing compared to the lake god! He's like shaking his chair once more.
That is understandable. Oh,
The lake god consumes all! Just feed the devil to the lake god! Huh? Have you thought of that? Just sacrifice that thing! The lake god
Why
will
haven't
be
you
pleased.
tried them?
Are you stupid? I'm not gonna go face the devil, it's the devil! God, people
he is
these
right
days.
about that at least. Well, let's...
You know, I'm
bring
sure a
back.
fully grown man like yourself would make a great sacrifice to the lake god.
You wouldn't dare. I know all the lake god secrets. You need me!
What
I
secret?
think the guard need you.
It wouldn't be a secret if I told you, dumbass.
Oh, so we have no reason to keep you around.
You see him, like, just stop, like, wailing, and then just kind of, like, for like, a good 10 seconds, just think as, like, the gears slowly turn in his brain. And you hear Arabelle excitedly just go, "Cut off his fingers!
Is what?
Cut off his fingers!"
Well, give him a second. He's thinking. I know it takes him a while, but
Sir Udo, it is, right?
That's right.
You've lived in Vallaki. You're well aware of how they punish transgressions.
Uh-huh. The lake god will protect me.
Possibly. There is nothing else you wish to share with us. I imagine we can just bring you back, turn you in.
Huh.
You can
Huh.
subject to those
He just throws up again.
punishment site.
Oh god.
Oh dear. How much water did he intake?
He's drunk all the time.
Oddly enough, he seems sober now. I think this is just him normally. So, Bluto, there's nothing else you wish to enlighten us about regarding your lake god. We've witnessed it. Perhaps you may not be alone in developing reverence.
Huh?
We haven't gotten the same dreams that you have.
That's right,
Call us
because the lake
unbelievers.
god would know that I'm special. You all are too stupid to understand the intricacies of the lake god.
Well, to be fair, we aren't from here, though perhaps you can help us understand.
Foreigners! Foreigners!
What was he saying?
Foreigners.
I don't know about you all, but I think we want to knock him out again and just bring him back.
Yeah.
He seems pretty useless.
Punch him.
Interesting entity to worship, though. Interesting.
Give him
Yeah.
a good old knock.
If I thought we could kill that thing, I'd say let's just kill it and then see how he feels afterwards, but...
What you doing, Ren?
They said that we should knock him out, and they're like, "Alright, I'll do it."
Slap
Sure, I'll allow it. With like another punch.
I know he's insane, but this can't be good for him.
No, it's not.
Just concussion after concussion.
You're a cleric, it's fine.
He's one concussion away from being normal.
Yeah.
Should we try again?
He's knocked out completely and just kind of like falls over in his own vomit.
Yeah.
Alright, let's bring him to town.
We're
Mm,
totally
just
gonna go with
say-
the
so he doesn't-
station if we need it.
You see Arabelle just clapping.
The same thing.
Woo! That's what he gets.
All right. I think it's about done here, but
Wait! What about your reward, Dad? And she like tugs on his pants as Luash just like arms crossed has been like watching you guys just try to talk to this crazy person, and goes, I would like to offer you some semblance of a reward for what you have done for me. Please follow. And he leads you back outside. You see this kind of like which wagon is it? Yeah, this wagon over here kind of like brings you all over to it, and you notice it looks a little sturdier than the rest, as 2 iron padlocks secure the door of this barrel-topped wagon. The man, Luvash, just kind of like gestures to it and goes, "This would be the treasure wagon. I will allow you to pick 1 item out of it."
a treasure wagon, huh? So, you collect these sort of items?
Collect,
Alright.
steal, you know.
Would you be worried about possibly the owners of any of these particular items coming back for it?
No.
Poor sweet innocent soul.
Yes, the owners that are still alive out there, of course. Don't worry about them.
Well, I mean,
Now then, does this sound fair?
I'm alright with it.
certainly.
Yeah.
Didn't quite do this for a reward, but it'd be rude. Rejected?
Alright, who's picking out the item?
Apologize, I don't quite know Vistani culture. Vision.
Now, this is the one thing we're having the wizard with identify not being here a problem.
God,
L.
that'd be so helpful right now.
L.
Can we go with the person who doesn't have a -2 intelligence?
I do have the highest Arcana without Valindra here.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was a time where I did know Vistani culture. I don't remember. It's just like zoned.
Okay. So, as you like step forward, Vera, he just kind of like places a gentle hand on your shoulder and goes, "The one condition is, of course, You must pick it out without looking it over too hard. Yeah.
Without looking it over too hard.
Where's the fun in that? Off you go, and just like pushes you towards the cart.
So the second I make an Arcana check, it's done for.
Pretty much.
Okay.
He just kind of like wants you to look it over, and then, like, without investigating too hard. Like, you can look at the item, but
Okay.
if he like sees you being like, this arcane script, he's gonna be like, So,
If it's something with words on it, can I at least read it without?
don't worry, there's no words.
Okay.
So,
I can't read.
you see a wooden chest, an iron chest, a little smaller, an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree. You see a wooden, like, chair throne type contraption with gold inlay and decorative stones. A rolled up 10-foot square rug. And a small wooden box.
Okay, presumably all the chests have stuff in them, right?
Can you imagine if it's just an empty fucking chest? That
would
would
be
be
really nice chest.
that would be really
really
funny
nice.
and also a very Vistani thing to do.
Yeah.
Just put stuff in the
AKA
chest.
to mimic.
Like, you know.
Alright.
Hold on,
The one that
I'll type these out. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just cry. Just start crying.
It's in campaign talks.
Campaign talks. Wooden chest. Filigree.
It's like the adornment, like
engravings.
like sort of, but like they're not like words or anything. It's just like decorative stuff.
Mhm.
How do we carry a throne with us?
I kind of want to choose the onyx jewelry box.
Everybody cool with that?
Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Asuka's still somewhere else.
Okay. So, as you like select the item, he just goes, good choice. And you bring it back to the group. So, the onyx jewelry box, itself, is worth 250 gold pieces.
Jesus!
It contains 6 pieces of various kind of like jewelry. They're worth 50 gold each. You see a potion bottle, this kind of like red consistency similar to that of a potion of healing. But make an Arcana check.
Woohoo! I still have to just like dab taste it.
It's actually a potion of poison.
Woohoo!
And then you also find a crystal gem worth 100 gold pieces.
Oh boy, we hit the jackpot.
Money.
Other than the potion, nothing is like magical or anything.
No.
Alrighty.
This is Barovia. I'm not gonna give out magical items that
Damn it.
easily.
Only for birthdays.
Money. We get money. Hella bank,
500.
guys.
Do
We're
get
gonna
money.
utterly
That was like
demolish the
500
Barovian
gold.
economy. There's a lot in there.
Did you get all that, or do you want me to read anything?
Yeah, I got all of
Okay,
it.
cool.
I can write fast.
This kind of snaps back to reality.
Oh, there goes
Oh.
gravity.
Oh, that looks
God damn it.
nice. Looks nice. But are we done here then?
I believe. Is Leif here? I ran into him earlier when he was looking for Arabella. Just want him to know she's safe. This is
I think you might be down the hill next to one of the cottages.
alright. But still within like the Vistani area, right?
Mhm.
Or okay. Alright.
These are the
Eye on
houses.
the way out.
Oh.
Hold on. Actually, I'm just gonna... Because there's really no use for dynamic lighting on this map. You guys aren't fighting these guys.
You're not
That we
fighting
know
the
of.
horses.
Yet.
We're not?
There.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just cottages.
I can see.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
He points you towards that house, as saying that their, Leif is usually around there.
Oh, okay.
Alec, is there a reason we're twice the size as the
Just
other-
make yourself smaller!
Oh! We can do that?
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Wait,
No.
how do we?
Everybody
how would you
gather
do
up. Ugh, I'll shrink you.
Yay!
Blasts you with shrink ray.
Bam, shrinks you.
Oh,
Dead.
Oh no, I accidentally killed you. Eh. Teeny weeny.
Ahoo!
we're no longer giants among
You're
men.
so small. How are you that small?
Oh god.
Okay. Standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the warm light of its lanterns, are three sullen, gray-cloaked figures. Their angular features, and black flowing hair hidden under their cowls. Vera, give me a either a nature or history check.
Oh boy, let's look at this. Okay, they're both +3, so. Eh. 18.
Okay. All of these men have very similar features to that of Drow. Especially their skin colors are this kind of like rather deep like grayish purple that a lot of Drow sport, but their hair isn't this stark white, it's this kind of like jet black brown, and all of their eyes have like kind of like normal irises, as Drow usually have either like faint gray or pure white eyes, but they share a number of similarities.
Oh.
The figures turn to you all and go, "What is your business here?"
We came to, well, talk to Leif. Want to tell him that we returned Arabella. We found her.
Oh. They kind of like knock on the door and go, "Leif, Casimir, there's people here to see you." You hear rustling inside, and two people step out. One, Leif, this Vistani, kind of like man, but a little more on the androgynous side. And another, this kind of like thin man, skin much more akin to that of Drow. His hair black, yet slowly fading to gray. With a stern expression on his face. looks over at all of you, and then Leif just, oh, hey, I know you. Did you tell me your name?
Vera, yeah.
Vera, of course, Vera. How could I forget? Vera. You brought terrible back. That's amazing. Oh, thank you. And he like just goes in for a hug immediately.
Oh, okay.
Did you get the chance to meet Luvash and Aragal? They're both in the main tent. They would be ecstatic, I'm sure. Have you had any wine? Did you eat already? Why are your friends soaking wet?
We found the person who kidnapped Arabella.
Arabelle. That's great.
Arabelle. Sorry.
Who kidnapped her?
Are we still carrying Bluto?
Are you
Yes.
guys? Okay.
Yes.
Vera just points. Oh, he doesn't look too good. Has his nose been broken both ways? That's amazing.
And his jaw, but...
Wow, nice job. Honestly, what he deserves for kidnapping a child, but, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
What a great feat. Thank you so much. Did Luvash already, thank you in person?
Yes.
Of course. Oh, this is my partner, Casimir. Casimir, say hello. The man just kind of, who's been like sitting there awkwardly, just goes, hi.
Hello.
And just like looks away from you.
Mood.
He's not very talkative. You know how you know how these dusk elves are. Anyway, did you want to join us for dinner? We're about to have some rabbit stew.
We would, but kind of need to take this idiot. And it points to the guy with a broken face.
Of
back into town.
course. Completely understand. How are you all doing in Balaki?
Could be better.
Oh, of course, but you know.
Although now I would recommend probably staying out of the lake.
Right. Yeah, we don't usually fish there. The townspeople don't like us near there.
Yeah, but there was this creature.
Huh. Like a fishman or a
Like,
a giant fish.
giant fish, huh?
like 50, 60 feet tall.
Huh.
Giant fish.
Ooh.
Like people-eating size fish.
Ooh. It's gross.
Yeah.
You see the kind of like man standing next to Leif just kind of like turns back to you and goes, was it scaled? Like a serpent?
Sort of like a aquatic serpentine creature.
Yes.
Huh.
Poor man was worshipping it. Some sort of god.
Do you know much about it?
It's you could say Strahd summoned it somewhat.
Why am I not surprised?
He wanted to make sure the people of Valaki didn't have a constant supply of food in the lake.
Just so wonderfully happy, isn't he?
Yeah. And he just kind of like gets this almost pained expression on his face and then just turns around and goes back inside the house. Leif stands there awkwardly. Anyway, thank you for doing this. We'll definitely remember your name, Vera, and your weird, faceless getup. And you all are welcome in our camp whenever you like.
We appreciate it.
course, of
Although
course.
hopefully we're not returning missing children again.
Yeah, hopefully not. That would be quite awkward and a weird coincidence. But there's he just kind of like closes the door behind him slightly and goes, "There isn't a lot of children in the camp."
Why not?
Well, most of the young ones stay near the Tser pool, just until they're old enough to travel with us.
Hmm.
And, well, he just kind of, like, looks around, and you all notice that these, like, drow-like people, Leif called them dusk elves, there are no women or children anywhere in their midst.
Hmm.
Strahd kinda killed everyone to try and stop their race from repopulating.
Ow.
Yeah. Though, I shouldn't tell you this, but, well, Casimir's sister, her name is Patrina. She used to be somewhat of a concubine to Strahd. He took her away into his castle a couple of years ago, and we haven't heard from her since.
Hmm.
Anyway, sad stories. Let's not dwell on them. I will offer you a cask of wine, and he goes back and just brings out this barrel, and just presents it to you. A gift from me, personally, because you all seem like you need it.
Yes, please.
Agatha just
would be
picks it
nice.
up wordlessly and puts it over her shoulder.
Yes.
Oh, Tay has the dude on one shoulder and the cast on the other. Nice.
Yes.
Barbarian behavior.
You know, Hector can help you with at least one of those, right?
What?
You're carrying a lot.
Oh, okay, you can take the guy.
He's stinky and gross, and you just kind of like hold him by like the tips of your fingers.
Over my shoulder. I'm just like, this isn't the worst thing I've ever smelled.
Ew, dude.
Let's head back then. All that we need. We're more than adequately rewarded for all this.
Definitely.
Let's meet with the guard captain.
Alright, so you all head out of the camp.
Yep.
And back on your way to Vallaki. Alright, let's take a break here. Recording? Okay. So, Rosetta, as you drag the drunken man Bluto behind you and walk through the Vallaki gates once more, the guards just kind of like stop you for a second and then go, okay. "We know who you are. Who are you dragging behind you? And is he still alive?"
He is alive. He was...
This is
The town guard captain asked us to bring him in.
Izek Strasny.
Izek. Right, of course, of
Bluto.
course. Izek might be at the Reformation Center, so you will find him there. Just ask.
Thank you.
You begin
Thanks for
to,
your help.
yeah, walk forward. A few people, as you continue through the streets, just kind of like stop and stare at you, dragging this man behind you. Is your cloak up?
Shit.
Not my
That sounds like a
anti-racism
no.
cloak.
Yeah.
What's
no.
what's more disturbing, the man, the unconscious man being
Or the
paraded through town, or
tiefling.
the one tiefling
Yo.
person with
Non-human
purple
looking
skin?
tiefling.
Wait, has Valinder been coming with us or no? I'm assuming not.
Oh.
She's
She's
been
stayed back to study the
chilling,
things.
studying, yeah.
Wizard shit.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff, like the relics that
just
were
getting
given
you.
to them from
Yeah.
their parents, practically through the sibling. Like, here's some stuff that our parents left behind, like our mother's spell book. Good stuff in there.
Yeah, just looking over that kind of stuff because I don't feel like role-playing as Valindra right now. Yeah.
What's the Reformation Center look like?
I'm getting there.
One
Give me.
thing at a time, Josh.
What's the guard's
Curious.
name? Who's this person's name?
Is there a bakery nearby? Who owns the bakery? What is their name? What do they sell?
What's their child? Are they doing well in school?
What? Okay. Not far behind the Burgomaster's mansion stands a fortress-like complex that brims with authority. The two-story building is supported by a tall stone lookout tower, atop which you catch the faintest glimpses of guards peering out over Vallaki. The front of the building bears two giant wooden doors that sit heavily in their frame.
There isn't a place to knock, is there?
Okay. No, there are those, like, door knockers available.
Nice knockers.
I am the one who knocks and then I knock.
I'm so done. As you knock on the doors, one of the... Oh wait, let me grab your tokens really quick. Why do you guys spread out all the time? Makes it so...
Because we're cool.
Makes it so difficult to copy and paste your asses.
You want to copy our asses?
Only yours.
Oh, I know for you, babe.
I love looking at this map and the army of horses.
Yeah, right? There's so
Very
many.
important.
Ah, you guys are so tiny.
So itty bitty.
So
We
small.
get to go back to normal size soon.
Yeah. Also, I tried to adjust this map to be, like, as accurate as possible, but some of the squares are a little off-kilter, so don't be too mad.
I'm so mad.
I expect revenge.
Literally mulching right now.
When will the bully again?
Never.
When you give us more magic items.
Hello, magic item seller. I'd like to ruin your economy.
Devil.
God damn it. Don't. Please.
Not the voices.
They're back.
Gosh darn it.
Husk?
Yo.
Husk hears Nibbles? Wait, Josh, do you even know who that is?
No. You just mentioned having voices, and I was like,
don't know.
hey.
Oh, he
Nibbles
doesn't
is.
know the...
The horror that is Nibbles.
Horror, that is Nibbles.
I was there for like one session that Nibbles existed, and I was
I
traumatized.
was there.
What
There's
the
the
fuck
day
is
it began.
Nibbles?
I have no idea.
You don't want to know.
It's a long story.
It's forbidden knowledge. Alright, I will not peer beyond the veil then.
We'll tell you
Ricky
later.
might tell you one day.
Yeah, just ask Ricky about Nibbles. He'll explain.
Oh, Ricky would love to tell you all about Nibbles.
Yeah, because nobody else wants to hear about it anymore.
Nibbles. That'll never get old. That will never get old for me.
Thank you. I'm glad I created a character that's just so memorable.
Nibbles lives rent free in my mind.
All right.
That's
I'm so
right.
sorry.
The doors open before you. Hold on. Adjusting your size. The doors open before you. As you all step into some sort of courtroom. This large two-story courtroom has a pitched roof with rafters. Several wooden benches are separated from the front of the room by a 2-foot-high wooden divider fence. A large, ornate chair sits on a raised dais at the end of the room like a throne, and upon it sits the burgomaster, Vargas Velikovic. There is a young, no, not young, like in her maybe mid-20s looking woman, or mid-30s. She sits at the front of the room, seemingly on trial. There is no one arguing her side. One of the town guards is seemingly explaining the crimes that this woman, Mrs. Mironova, has committed. Apparently, she was caught with some sort of fanatical, cultish items on her person, and has been openly hostile towards the town guard and the burgomaster himself. Are you all just kind of standing in the middle of the door?
I'm curious what
I'm
this
assuming-
verdict's gonna be.
Move off to the side, just, be quietly on.
There a jury here?
Nope.
I thought so.
I'm clipping between the wall.
Okay, here you go. The woman is allowed to make her case to defend herself, and she kind of almost cries out that her 14-year-old son had to spend time at the Reformation Center, and she explains that he came back broken, wrong, and almost completely defeated in spirit. And she shouts vulgar obscenities at Vargas, screaming that he essentially took her child away from her, that he no longer finds joy in life and only wants to serve Valaki, and that he keeps speaking about Strahd as if he's this godlike entity, and the woman says that she misses her son and that Vargas is a horrible, horrible person that can no longer be allowed to lead. Eventually, she finishes screaming as one of the guards kind of like settles her in, and Vargas, sitting atop his wooden throne, just goes, "Well, that was illuminating. Miss Mironova, I'm sorry to say, but just because you are unhappy with how our justice system functions, you are not allowed to say such horrible and untrue things about the way we govern ourselves. As well as the fact that you joined a cult. You, at this point, you are not much better than the devil himself." And he stands and goes, "I have decided. You are sentenced as a Tier 2 criminal. Please, take her to the sensory deprivation ward. The woman just kind of like gets out of her chair and begins to like attempt to escape. The guards swarm her, grab her by the arms, and lead her through the doors to the right of the room. Well, I believe that was all. Court dismissed. And the people begin to kind of file out, looking solemn, their eyes angry, faces sunken. The Baron kind of begins to walk down through the pews. Oh, I remember you all. What brings you to the courtroom today?
I just point to the unconscious.
He's just sitting on one of the pews.
Oh yeah, I prop him up with a weekend at Bernie's.
Exactly.
Weekend at Bluto's.
Weekend at Bluto's.
The Baron goes, right. And he calls over to one of the guards. Bring me, Ezek. He might want to deal with this. Anyway, see you in a couple of days for the Festival of the Blazing Sun, yes? Great. And just walks out the door. One of the guards seems to walk off to fetch Ezek. A few moments later, the man comes out. Similar to before, he has this large cloak enveloped over him, his right arm completely bandaged over, and this like large form sticking out of the cloak, but it's hidden away. And he walks over to you all and you're all Valindra's friends, yes?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you all finally. Though I've, of course, have dealt with Layla and Lady Rosetta before. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
What can I do for you? I wasn't expecting to have company in the Reformation Center.
Well, we found your pig thief, though unfortunately not the pigs.
Oh. I honestly wasn't expecting you to find the pigs, but I appreciate you looking. He will have to serve trial, though I don't know if he's up for it, so I'll just take him to the holding cells. Did you want to speak to him at all?
I think we've gone to just about everything we could.
Great.
Man is not well.
No. A lot of people in this town are not well. Including, well, those who run it. Anyway. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Burgermaster left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just gone.
Yep.
Kind of quietly lean.
We may
Want some help with, Victor. The Master's son, that situation.
He nods slowly. Alright. Are you planning on going out there now, or?
Just kind of looked to everyone else. Oh, we'll
Should we... Is there anything in particular we need to gather, or...
Are we all going to?
Also, a question. While we were out with the Vistani, we didn't really sit there to eat or drink or anything. We kind of just were there on business. We haven't really had time to rest now, have we?
No.
Nope.
Time to get drunk at the tavern.
Perhaps we can just gather up our bearings there for a bit. We just came back from a stressful encounter.
Oh, hope nobody was hurt.
I believe you got away unscathed, though. The same can't be said for Bluto here.
Just look at this badly beaten up guy with vomit on his everything.
Right. Well, just let me know, then I will assist however I can.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take him to the cells now. Good to see you all again. And just begins to drag him.
Likewise. Well, I'm not sure if you all... I know you were offered a lot. You're still carrying that massive cask of wine. If you all need to eat or drink,
I
we could
really
head-
want to drink this.
Yes, we could head back to that, the Blue Water Inn. Perhaps come up with some plan as for how we're going to get Victor. And bring him to... No. Hard exactly to call it justice, but
Bring him to safety, especially since we are in here.
So what do you all do?
Well, we
Yeah.
can strategize. Do people need to rest things much? I mean,
I think I'm good for right now.
I think I'm also good.
Yeah.
I could go for a couple, couple extra morbid inspirations.
So are you guys going to the tavern, or...
I think tavern's probably a good choice.
Yeah, it's like, we got our
Unless
base of
anyone has anything else
operations.
to do,
Mm-mm.
like before we head back.
I want to spend hella money. Because we
Okay, well.
got jewelry. I want to go shopping,
I don't know how much money the people in this town are gonna have right now,
All right.
for like how prepared to sell wares they are.
Maybe if you went back to your Fletcher.
Also,
Some more
Valencia
fancy
might need that money,
things.
so
True, actually. Wait,
I saw the-
our wizard isn't here. We just got a big payout.
Ooh.
we're not excluding the wizard from the payout.
Absolutely not. The wizard just got a spell book full of like a bunch of spells. Like
That she needs to
So
transfer.
exactly. There's so much we can do there. Also, a question. Wasn't exactly a bounty on this guy, right? No, Husk wouldn't ask for it, but just generally.
There was a bounty out for him.
Oh shit.
Hey, Isaac!
He's gone.
Damn it.
Gosh darn it.
Damn it. We
See him later.
Well, is there like a wanted board in town? Can we just like pull off
There's
the
a
ad and
there's
come
a
back
wanted
later?
board right in this courtroom, actually.
Let's just take
That's
the ad. We'll
so
we'll
great.
take the ad and bring it up later.
Mhm.
Take the ad. Reward 10 silver pieces.
stuff.
Okay, so that wasn't worth it.
Yes, it is. That's an entire gold.
Yes. Also,
We just got 500 gold.
We saved a child in the process. That is reward enough.
Shut
That's
the
exactly
be
what
real.
Husk was thinking.
I don't know where that money's coming from, but I think the town needs it just a bit more.
Possibly. Back at
Just
the
a
Blue
bit.
Water Inn. Is everything like still kind of rough there at the Blue Water Inn? Like with like refugees, people.
It's
just-
only been a day, so yes,
Yeah.
there are still
Yeah,
people
right.
hiding out there.
Good, good.
Good,
Good.
good. Those
will-
dirty Valakians.
They knew what they had.
To be fair, they're racist, so.
Not racist.
So
Lovely,
true,
yeah.
bestie.
It's like last session I was like, hey, remember we went to the Watcher house? And Bullinger was like, yeah, earlier this morning.
God. Alright. Are you all sitting at, like, the tavern or getting food and then just taking it upstairs to your room?
Might be better if we just take it.
We have way too
Yeah.
much sensitive information.
Are you taking the cask up to your room as well?
Yes,
We just
Yes, I'm
turned this
taking-
giant-ass cask around.
taking the cast with me.
As you carry it, you see, like, several patrons just kind of stare at you.
Look at me.
They're looking at the cask, not you.
Don't look at the cast. It's mine.
Oh my god.
Eyes up
Okay,
here, buddy.
Alec.
Yes.
Alec, how many people are there here right now?
In, like, the first floor tavern, be 30, 40.
How much roughly do you think it would cost to just buy like a round of ale?
They don't. They're out
I
of
don't even know if they have
alcohol.
any.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's the
Well,
reason
I
they're
tried.
staring at you.
Well, I tried. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
exactly. Them.
Not a charity.
Damn.
Valid. You all order food. Like, altogether, it's 2 gold.
I got it, guys.
Don't worry,
Thank you.
everybody.
I'm not eating. I'm fine. You guys
Thank you,
enjoy.
Husk, very cool.
And bring up your food upstairs. Rictavio's seemingly still out.
So, Victor, how are we to deal with him? I could try that spell again that I used on Pluto, but he screams or draws attention to himself, we may be in a difficult situation.
A bit of a pickle.
Did Valindra tell anyone about what Isaac told her about trying to get to Victor?
Yeah, presumably. We're all in the loop.
For fun, I'll say yeah.
For fun.
Do you remember
Thanks.
what Isaac told her?
That there's 2 servants gone missing. Some nights there's terrible flashing light. Victor doesn't let anyone in his room, not even Dad. He could help us get inside the mansion.
Josh, I love you so much.
Well, I am right. Okay, awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
word for word.
You could help us get in. That's why I asked. It's like, hey, we may need your help here, pal, because that guy.
So, yeah, I'd say Valindra just kind of, like, gave you guys the rundown.
Nice.
Nothing, like, super personal about her or Isaac, but, like, the fact that he knows some weird shit's been going on with Victor and that he could help. Also, Isaac would have mentioned that, like, Victor's room is in the attic of the house. So, like, the very top floor.
Oh, that's so much fun to break into.
It's just use a lot of climbing. Be stronger. I say with a +0 strength.
Be better,
Yeah.
Rosetta.
Be
Strength
stronger.
isn't the
guys. I say
issue
with a
here.
-1 strength.
On a scale of 1 to 20, my strength's an 18.
Read a
My
book.
strength is a 20.
I didn't say be stronger, I said be better.
Yeah, read a book, Rosetta.
Can't
How to
read.
read, Rosetta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
read.
got it.
Filthy peasant.
Well, we know Vera and I could shroud ourselves, kind of sneak further in, but real question is, how are we going to get Victor? Would we try and wait till maybe
He's out.
sleep?
Does
Still-
Victor even sleep?
I imagine he does. I still feel as though perhaps it would be worth asking him questions, sort of starting to understand what goes on in his mind. All the things that he's apparently done. Understanding that perspective may be important in informing whether or not we wish to give him to
Or he's a total
either
sadist.
indoctrinated or sacrificed. I don't know. Does seem to do terrible things. So if we leave later on in the night, we could try and arrest him while he's asleep. But if not, nothing within my particular magical abilities would allow me to really silence him. I can hold him, perhaps, but other than that,
Are you guys planning on sleeping and then getting up, like, early to go? Or are you gonna, like, just stay up really late?
I think we could sleep now and then wake up because it's not like late yet, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 p.m. at this point.
So yeah, if we slept now, we could wake up and do a night raid after 8 hours. and
Night
everyone
raid.
got-
Night raid.
Night raid!
Actually
Need
sleep
to
an
do a
entire.
night
Okay.
raid?
Could.
Like, we can, but do we need to make it that complicated?
Should we-
Burgermaster's currently out, though, right? I mean, is he just gonna go back into Manor? I think they're done with court for the day.
I don't know. I'm not exactly good at these like stealthier missions, so
Most of this party is not good at these stealthier missions. Especially since we lost our wizard. Well, not lost, but
Just
she's not here right
MIA.
now.
It's strange. We're trying to essentially kidnap this man and at least have a way in. You have myself and Vera that can shroud ourselves, right? We simply just need to get in and hopefully not make too much of a mess or a ruckus so as to attract attention. Perhaps a large sack. I mean, I hate to borrow a page from Pluto's book here, but just carrying the burgomaster's son around town does not seem like a good plan.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I giggled like a 2-year-old. That do we have a large sack?
Very important question. Comedic timing is impeccable.
Barovian Express.
Peruvian breast.
We need
also
to take
try-
it just to Strahd's castle.
We can also see if perhaps we can knock him unconscious like before. That may make things easier.
I'm good at that.
Yes, you are.
Hecate just aggressively cracks knuckles.
Alright, so large sack. If we can get that somehow, then we could put him in, head outside, leave the manor there, and take him to Lady Watcher.
We have
Perhaps
a bag of
somewhere along
holding.
the lines. What?
People can't breathe in the bag of holding.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah.
We have
Try not to die challenge.
Bag
One
of
sec.
holding edition.
Why
Just
air
stick a
shots
straw.
are Ganassi. They
You
can
just
hold
stick
their
a
breath
straw in the
indefinitely.
top of it so I can breathe through it.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay. So you're saying you throw him in, but he wouldn't be able to breathe. That would definitely be.
Yes, there's no oxygen in the bag of holding.
I see. So we still want him to be alive, right?
Yes,
Okay, then
unfortunately.
we try and knock him unconscious, throw him in a large sack, and then perhaps if we have a carriage nearby, that could help mask the whole thing, make it look less conspicuous.
I was about to suggest the carriage. And those skeleton horses.
Well, at least that'll be distracting from
Yeah, that would.
large sack with. Hopefully they won't be moving around in there.
Yeah, the skeleton horses will definitely distract from the large sack moving around at the back of the cart.
Hopefully not moving around if we do manage to knock them unconscious.
It's like plan.
Plan.
Something. Sorry,
Then where are we
Valindra has
taking him?
greater ideas. Taking to the Watcher House. Perhaps somewhere along the way, again, because knocking him unconscious, it feels as though this is just me, but I'd wish to speak to them, see who they are beyond just what we've heard. We sort of have a plan then?
Somewhat.
Try our best to see what happens.
I mean, when has our plans ever worked? So we'll just see how it goes.
I swear to God, if we try to kidnap him and it releases another demon, I'm going to go crazy.
So
No matter what mission we go on, it's like, oh, let's collect a sack of gold, and we move the gold, and then boom, we're cursed for 1,000,000 years and just release the apocalypse. That has been the consensus for most of our missions.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I think you accurately surmised our luck pretty well just there.
Oh, you're way too good at that, man. The fuck? Scared the shit out of me. Fucking zoning out while you guys talk about skeleton horses, and I just hear that.
Right then, we'll take the carriage with us then. Would that perhaps... Oh, I realize, because we'll be somewhere nearby the Burgomaster's manor. We'll leave it not too close by. We'll be fine. Do you want to do this under cover of night or one?
Yeah, I
or
think
now?
night is better.
Right.
Alright, so around what time are you guys trying to wake up?
The strike of midnight.
The first stroke of 12:47.
Okay. That's weirdly specific.
You're welcome.
Okay. So you guys eat. Is there anything anybody would like to do before you all take a long rest?
Sleep.
Okay, cool. So, night overtakes you all, or so you imagine, as you go to bed at like 4 p.m. It's a little difficult to fall asleep, what with the noises down below, but the exhaustion from today's earlier events helps out with falling asleep, and eventually, those of you who can, I'll go to bed. I believe, Husk, you don't sleep, you just kind of sit there.
Yeah, like I'm conscious, I'm sitting there like a rag doll propped up against the wall, and about 4 hours of that is all I need
Okay,
before
cool.
I'm good.
He just
So Brictavio
sleeps with
ever
his eyes
stopped by-
open.
No, straight up, just eyes are wide open. They're just like a rag doll against the wall, and if you ever walk past them, you see the eyes follow you.
Okay.
You put a blindfold on him or something?
Brictavio ever like stops by the room, like after my 4 hours, I'll just let them know. Yes, everyone's just sort of resting, heading out in the night.
Yeah, at around like 11 p.m., you're like awake essentially, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he like stumbles through, and just wait. When you are like in your weird 4-hour stasis, like, can you move at all, or?
No. Just spend those hours in an inactive, motionless state, during which I retain consciousness.
Okay.
It's 4 hours of creepy marionette.
Fun. You all find yourselves asleep. Vera,
Hello.
you feel your spirit stir. A feeling long forgotten ever since that tragic night in your village. Your nights have been dreamless. One moment you're dozing off, and the next you wake to a bright and early morning. Not tonight, though. Tonight you feel the magnetic pull of something once taken from you. In your dreams, you see a bright sun shining down upon a shimmering lake. You see people walking the streets, yes, the very streets that were massacred yesterday. You are in the town of Valaki, occupying the spirit's body. It pulls you towards the lake, away from the happy goings-on in town. A figure stands at the edge of it, waiting.
Do I recognize the figure?
It seems familiar, though different, as if this is a snapshot of a time that once existed, yet is now but a long forgotten memory. Sun in Barovia. It's been centuries since that has happened here.
Before we even got here.
You wake in the middle of the night. It's maybe 11 at this point. And you feel this pull. Someone's waiting for you.
Am I okay. Am I able, is it basically by the lake where I'm feeling it?
Yeah, essentially.
Do I have control over my impulse to follow it?
You're like, it feels like that feeling of something that you're forgetting, that something that you had to do. You don't really remember what, but like something to do with the lake. That kind of feeling of like, feels important, but you yourself are able to like control what you do, what you feel, how you react.
Going to quietly wake up Hecate.
I'm awake.
I don't know why, but I'm feeling there's something at the lake. It's waiting.
With the fish?
I don't think it's the fish. I think it's something else.
Like there's actually a river god?
I'm not sure about River God, but I don't know. It feels important. How long do we have until we go out to Victor?
If you're there at around like, if you're up at like 11, we have like an hour or so.
An hour and a half, if you want to wake up at 12:46. And the lake isn't that far from town.
47, actually.
Okay, you know what, Mark?
I swear to God. I know
Because
this
of
kind of
Hot
sounds
Week,
crazy.
right?
I swear to fucking God. I know this might sound crazy, but would you come to the lake with me?
Sure.
Really? So we can get back here before we go to see the Victor, but yeah.
The Burger Master.
The Burgermaster. Sorry,
Go
Alec.
for it. What's the bird?
Alright, let's get ready to go.
Let's go quickly.
Okay. Walking along the empty path, dead grass and weed dotting the way, you see the same figure from your dreams standing at the water. Dark red cloak, long black hair. The moon is out and the pitch black lake reflects the brief glimpses of moonlight that guide your path. The figure turns, a normally poised expression, now tired and melancholy. Strahd looks over at you,
Oh, you're fucking kidding me, you piece of shit.
and then back at the
God.
lake with a long sigh. I thought you would come alone, Vera.
I'm sorry that I have to cock block you.
Oh, God.
He
You say
raises an eyebrow, confused.
Strangely enough, I don't feel like getting murdered alone. Without a witness, at least.
What purpose would there be to murder you here when I could have had my chance yesterday?
The thrill of anticipation.
Such things do not bring me a thrill anymore.
How is Irina? Is she safe?
She is quite well. I would never hurt her,
And why is that?
because I love her. She is everything to me.
I'm not entirely sure she feels the exact same way about you.
Some things take time. Would you mind if we spoke alone? Your friend can stay, but there are some things that I don't think she would understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Mhm. As long as we stay within her sight.
That is fine by me.
And just squeeze Hecate's hand before going off.
Kind of like walk down the shore together.
pain. Oh boy.
I believe I must apologize to you.
Apologize.
For lifting your veil. I assumed because I am undead it would not matter too much, yet I now realize it was rather disrespectful. So I am sorry for that. I must have made you feel uncomfortable.
I, okay. To be honest, I didn't quite expect an apology, but thank you.
I must extend my condolences. I did not expect so many people to be hurt. The goal was to simply shake their faith in the Burgomaster. You have met Valakians. They only believe what they see. They see a tiefling, they believe it to be a criminal, some evil demonic creature. The most devoted man in your city, Ezek. He has not had a peaceful night since he was born because of his arm.
Yes. Ever since we came to town, Rosetta and Valindra both have had to hide. It's not fair.
It is not. Disrupting their belief in the Burgomaster and his antiquated ways was the only way to save Vallaki from itself. You've seen the change in these people, haven't you? They no longer worship him. They question his decisions.
So, why not go after the Burgomaster direct?
So he could be a martyr? No. I cannot be the one to kill him. The people of Vallaki must be the ones to make that decision. If someone just came up and killed a political figure, well, would that not only strengthen your resolve? Would that not only lead you to believe that they were right, that they were silenced because they were right? He is not a man that deserves such a kindness.
So then how did his family come to power? So I spoke to Fiona Watcher, his father, even more of a tyrant than he was.
You must understand this land is rather traditional means of government.
Mm-hmm.
Their family had money, and those with money have a voice, and if you have a voice, you have influence, and if you have influence, you have power.
Mm-hmm.
Fiona is one of the only people I've seen born without power and scrape and claw their way to the top. I respect her methods, though. She is not someone I am worried about.
Holding back a chuckle. But although shaking the faith of the people of Laki in the way that you did it, what hasn't exactly endeared yourself to them, or endeared themselves to you? Is that what we say?
That is fine by me. I used to rule this land as a king. I was beloved, and then he kind of stops and stares at the lake, the black water reflecting in his eyes. Some darkness got hold over me. You have noticed that there is no escape from this domain. It is not my design, Vera. It's... well... you would know. You've seen it. You've felt it.
Vampire? The ancient god.
You have undergone the same fate that I had, yet you have a future and I am a prisoner. But you are right, yes. Vampire is the one that holds all the power in this realm.
Is he here? In this realm, exactly? Or outside of it? Or reigns like a god?
Somewhere on the outside. And yet, it seeps through the cracks of the mist. The Amber Temple holds the answers you may need.
The Amber Temple?
It is far up north, though heavily guarded. Its secrets, well, they puzzle even me.
Why? Why are you willing to tell all of this? Even now?
Like I said, we are more alike than you might think. And because I'm sorry. I believe that you are the only one that would believe me.
If that is the case, and what we really are up against is Vampire, may suggest you look a little bit more closely into your ally, Fiona.
He raises an eyebrow. All right. For that, would you like to see Irina?
Oh. I don't know. It wouldn't really be fair to her brother. He's the one who needs the reassurance most of all.
Then he can come as well. All of your friends can. Not tonight, of course. You have plans. But one day, I can send an invitation. And you are welcome at my castle.
Wonderful.
Thank you for speaking with me.
Thank you as well. It was very enlightening discussion.
At least one person understands. That is enough for me. Anyway, I shan't keep you much longer. And he kind of like closes his cloak in on himself and then just kind of sighs, closes his eyes, and disperses into mist.
God damn you, Alex.
Yeah.
Heck at that.
Oh, that's a great thing to hear when you first others get back.
I didn't hear anything. Hecate, you kind of stare at Vera and Strahd speaking with each other at the lake. 5 minutes, 10 minutes go by, and then Strahd's visage just kind of disperses into the darkness of the mist and disappears.
What?
I take a few seconds to like process all of that before like turning back and walking towards Hecate.
What happened?
He apologized for yesterday, surprisingly enough.
Wow.
And has dropped a lot more information and possibly a next stop for us to go to. I feel we should get back. I think it's everyone might be starting to wake up.
Yeah.
You and Hecate head back to the inn. What are both of yours passive perceptions?
Mine is a 16 now.
Mine is... Hold on. 11.
Okay. Vera, you would notice a figure kind of like carefully walking through the streets, familiar to you, blonde hair, seemingly like completely torn up, and then like a backpack over his shoulder, basic kind of armor sword at his side. Ismark is seemingly sneaking around town and heading for the gates.
How far is he from us?
Maybe 40 feet.
God damn this. I just sort of like run to try and catch up to him.
Hecate, you see Vera just take off in a direction.
Oh, I can take off with her. I have 40 feet.
Okay. Ismark just stills in his tracks. But, why are you out here?
Well, we should be asking you that.
I'm going to get Arena back.
Arena is safe right now.
How would you know that?
Because Strahd just invited me to have a conversation with him. A great shock to all of us.
What did you say? What? Strahd!
I was there.
What? Why?
Please.
I saw
come back to
him.
the- Come back to the end.
You
I
talked to
can
him!
talk to all of you.
How could you converse with such a horrible person?
He's extended an invitation for all of us to visit the castle to see Arena at some point.
When? When is this some point?
When we are ready.
When
Yes,
will you
I
be
don't-
ready?
I watched them. And just if you go now, you will be heading towards a death wish.
It's
Yes.
not like the rest of you have been doing much about it.
What can we do?
Go
This is-
after her!
Tell me, Ismark, has the castle ever been penetrated or stormed by anyone in your recent memory? Shut the fuck up.
Has Daddy Strahd ever been penetrated?
Now he will.
Vera's like, I'm bringing my strap, let's go. No, I don't. I've heard of armies trying to storm and siege the castle. Apparently a few succeeded. Maybe if I sneak in, I am...
If you sneak in, you're dead.
Succeeded. Have they ever come back out
He...
to tell the story?
he's silent.
We need to do this. I don't want to say the smart way because that just sounds condescending, but
We just need to work on this on Strahd's terms. If any of us need to, come out alive.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Lord.
can I help?
How are you helping?
You. The invitation that we have. Oh my god.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay, good. Suck it up.
Oh god.
Ismark kills you then and there.
Isaac!
With the invitation we have, we will not have to sneak into the castle or bring a huge army in order to go through his wall. You can be invited as guests and use the information we gather and the strengths that we have
5.
in order to get Irina out.
Oh god.
He looks in so much pain. I can't just leave her there. What could you possibly be doing right now that is more important?
Oh. There's so much shit going on in the background. Oh, stopping another demon from taking over. Falaki.
Really? For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Can't this town stay normal for 5 fucking seconds?
I knew it.
More the country. But
Fine. Fine. But I'm coming with you.
of course. You of all people have the right to save your sister.
He just kind of slumps forward and goes, alright.
I tentatively place my hand on his shoulder, reassuringly.
He appreciates it because it's from you. And he understands that, you're trying your best. Just put Ismark in a sack and leave him in the cart. We are not kidnapping Ismark. Why not?
We don't have that many human-sized sacks.
We don't even have one human-sized sack.
We have money for a human-sized
He
sack.
And
tentatively
that
just
would leave a paper trail.
nods and follows you back to the inn. And that's where we'll leave off this session.
God.
Man.